And we're up and running. It is Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Not supposed to be doing any work today, but not much else to do. So, we're going to do this button. Now, we need to punch a buttonhole. Let's turn this up so you get a little more light here. There. Punch through a couple layers there, but I don't want to punch through more than I have to. Line everything up. That's what this big chunk of leather's for. Took me a while to find this beast. Weren't where it was supposed to be. So, slide this down there a bit. There. Now, lay this as flat as it can get. Line up where everything's supposed to be. The button, we're going right there. So that's where I'm punching this hole. It's going to be the end of the buttonhole. And where the button goes is going through everything. That's where the button goes. That's where the buttonhole goes. All right. I'll go get a button. I'll be right back. Okay. So, putting in a jeans button, these two pieces, the button itself and the nail goes in the back of it. It's an easy procedure, especially if one has a vise. Unlike, alcohol and drugs, pornography, whatever, some vices are actually useful. This one in particular. Now, you line up where it's supposed to be. Get everything straight and flat and even. And just squeeze it in place. Nothing gets crushed or broken any more than it has to be. Could use a bit more. Touch more pressure. There. There. That's what we're left with. Yeah, a girl like that's got a rose on it. Yeah, see? Focus. Focus. There. But simple, straightforward, easy, solid. Difficult part is going to be the buttonhole. Now I'm going to, on the sewing machine, put a long, thin, triangular outline of where that hole's supposed to be, just as a base to start from. Then I'm going to cut it open, and then I'm going to take a needle and thread and hand stitch the whole damn thing. So I'll set you up when I'm doing that. Okay. Let's see how fun this is going to be. Other than, not at all. Okay. One in that direction. I'll do this 4 or 5 times. Well, no. We'll do it twice. It's going to be hand stitched around after the fact. Ah, 3. This is how you have to do this if you don't have a buttonhole or a machine with zigzag. If I had a machine with zigzag, this would be easy. Wouldn't even complain about it. Zigzag is actually useful. I'll make that the third. And one more on the top edge just for the hell of it. That is unfortunately the end of everything we have to do with the machine. So we've got this. Let me get it where you can see it. We got this. So it's framed out. Now, you take our pick, punch through, and cut it. Very slowly, very carefully through the fabric, not through the new thread. There. That is a very rough out for a buttonhole. It should fit. Oh, it's very tight. Have to go a little further this way. Let's see if it fits now. Get that. Just where it needs to be. Perfect. Now comes the tedious bit. I take a needle and thread and hand stitch it to keep it from fraying and splitting and spinning, and loosening, or ripping any further. Okay, bring it back when I'm set up for that. You know, seldom I have to dig into this thing. This was my set bag. I've topped it up since then, but set bag is what you carry with you as a toolkit when you're going on set for any film work. It sucks. Best thing I've ever made. Have to show it to you someday. Now we need to find a needle. Luckily it's not in a haystack, it's in this bag of crap. But there should be somewhere in here a specific little container of needles. Oh, they're there. If not, oh no, that's not them, that's the big ones. Oh well, looks like I gotta pull out another one. Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything in there. That means it's in here. I'll show you what this is. For a steampunk costume I made years ago as a steampunk tailor, I figured, you know, what would a tailor look like in a steampunk setting? And it don't fit my arm no more, so I've gotten too big enough arms, or the leather shrunk, don't know. But I figured a steampunk tailor would have a toolkit. Now right there we've got our pick, magnifying glass, a couple of long thin needles, one huge needle, good pair of scissors, What's on the other side here? Oh, well, something fell out. The perfect thimble, which really is quite good. On the other end of it here, we have tape measure, or measuring tapes, 2 of them, and 2 packs of needles. So I'm going to get a needle out of there. We'll get a needle, then I'll thread it up and show you. Okay, now. Not sure how much you'll see or how good you'll see it. Try and do it right here where it's kind of centered. Got the glasses on, coffee's ready to go. Oh, life. Oh, needle and thread. It sucks, but yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. So I'll start here on the back. No, I'll start on the front. Through here. I'll start on the front because that way, when I loop it, the knot will go on the back. And people say, you know, when you're sewing, oh, you should use this stitch, you should use this stitch, you should use this method, and blah, 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 and just do it. Especially in hand sewing. Do it the way you are comfortable doing it, not the way somebody else tells you you should be. Personally, either a cross stitch or a blanket stitch for most things. In this case, I'm just wrapping it first before I do anything else. So it's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And when we get a little bit into this, I'll show you. Show you what the results are going to look like. Bring you back when that happens. All right, let's see this. Now, as ugly as that is, it's functional. It works. And it being hand stitching and the fact that I hate it, that's where it's going to be for now. Well, let's see what happens. I'm going to go to do up the button. There we go. It works, it holds, it sits properly, everything's good. So, that's that step. Next step, and the final step, is, of course, the cuffs. Do those in a little bit. Alright, now that we got the button on these things, the last step in the process is the cuffs. But we got to measure them out, mark them, and then cut them. I'll do it this way. So, measuring tape and a chalk. We got the measurements. Let's see what we get. Mark the outside of 41. Which is where it's going to fold to. Mark the inside at 29. Yeah, actually looks pretty good. So that's where it's going to fold up to. I might put it an inch higher, because that's to the floor. Yeah, put it an inch higher. $40 and 28. Do the other leg the same. Inside of 28. I don't know that you can see that, but they're marked. Pull these up here so we can see it better. Now that they're marked, they have to be cut. That's easy. We need enough to do a double, well, make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Aim the stand camera. There, yeah. Okay. We need enough for a double fold to stitch it. So this width will be enough. So from the chalk line there, God, that's sharp. And from the chalk line here. Check that again just to make sure. That one cut straight. I'm not sure if this one looks like it's going to be straight. Yeah, 40. There. There. So we got those cut. Now I'm going to serge those edges, and then I'm going to roll them up and stitch them. Bring it back once I'm on the machine. Well, I didn't bother recording rolling the cuffs, which would be pretty boring to watch in all honesty. But there's the finished product. So double folded, and then it's a standard double top stitch. So it's going to hold up. Both cuffs exactly the same. Same measurements. Everything's solid. Everything's ready to go. And that is the end of the this project. So those will get folded up and wrapped up as a present. Okay, talk to you next time. I think I'm going to be making a shirt for myself next. Okay.